Hey folks, this is Vint with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today I had the pleasure of being at the soft launch for Game Masters. They were formerly on Babcock Boulevard in North Hills, Pittsburgh, but have since moved to Westview starting today, June 27th, 2022. So I went ahead and just took my camera and shot some random things inside the store to show you just how much of an improvement it is. Now, for those of you that have never been to Phil's old store, it was fairly small. It had, I want to say, 2 or 3 conference-sized tables. There was a couple in the back that you could access, so it fit about, I want to say, 30 people at best. It was okay, don't get me wrong. They've been there for 27 years, and I've visited them almost, I want to say, once a month at least. And now that they've opened up this new store, it is huge, guys. I'm saying, if you haven't been to Game Masters, primarily they sell tons of board games. Yes, there are other board game stores in the North Hills area, but they mainly focus on miniatures. For example, Griffin's Lair in North Hills, Pittsburgh, and there's also Legion's, also in North Hills, Pittsburgh. They are primarily miniature shops. Phil's, the owner of this store, is mainly all about the board games, although he does, some Magic the Gathering. And I was talking to him today about his plans for this new place, which is, again, like 5 to 10 times bigger than what it was. He had plans. He was talking about, doing Magic the Gathering tournaments, Pokemon, possibly doing Digimon. And when I walked in, I saw at least 2 different tables with chessboards on them. And as someone that plays chess and someone that teaches chess, I was like, maybe I could help Phil out here with regards to teaching people how to play chess or maybe hosting chess tournaments. But this place is so much bigger now. He also has a dedicated cabinet space just for his miniatures. Before, it used to be under his cash register, and now he's got a whole wall full of miniatures. I even recognized some of them from D&D. For example, I think Chief Ga was her name from Storm King's Thunder. I think she was like the head of the... what was it, the Stone Giants? Not Stone Giants, it was... Anyway, it's been a while. So anyway, so Phil here has a ton of board games, for those of you that don't know, and he's such a nice guy. I remember when I first met him, how many years ago was it? As soon as I walked in, he's like, "Hi, who's that?" And then I'm like, "My name's Vince." He goes, "Oh, hi." And then we started talking. He asked me what kind of board games I was into. We started talking about what I did as far as YouTubing and board gaming, and he's like, "Oh, okay." And, we talked back and forth every time I came in, but primarily he would always offer me some coffee. If there was some cookies or whatever, he'd offer them. He's such a nice guy. So, if you haven't met Phil yet, you owe it to yourself to do so. But as far as this new location is concerned, like I said, it is much bigger than the previous store. When you first walk in, there is a couple of rows of board games and a chessboard. The coffee maker was sitting out front. Now, keep in mind that this is soft opening, so they were still working on stuff there, but for the most part, it's 90% done. Once you go past the main room where the bulk of the board game stuff sits, then you start seeing this huge area dedicated to just table space. It's amazing. It can easily fit 100 people. I don't know if there's a fire code limitation there, but suffice it to say, this place is huge. There's 2 bathrooms in this back area here, and along the back wall is the rental area. Phil had a dedicated rental space at the old place, but now it's in the back room. This is where folks can come in and they can try out board games before they buy them. You can even rent them, take them home, and if you like the game, he'll knock off the rental fee as part of the actual purchase. You may want to talk to him about the details of that in case I got something wrong, but suffice it to say, Phil has an entire section dedicated to renting board games. That way you can try before you buy, because let's face it, board games are typically expensive. And what I really liked when I came in for the soft opening, yes, it was a little bit of a mess, which is fine. That's to be expected. But I got to meet his sister, one of his sisters, which is nice. Even his mom came in, and they were all helping him unpack, and it was like a nice family, work kind of thing. I mean, they were all pulling together. His other sister came by and dropped off some cookies and some brownies, and we ate that. So it was a lot of fun, I will say. There's even a room in the back. It's an out of the way room that is dedicated. It's a designated quiet space, if you can believe it. So if anyone has anxiety or social anxiety, you can sort of just walk past all of the tables full of people and then go to this back area and go past the bathroom. And then it's just a little room just sort of hidden in the corner there, but it's dedicated to folks that don't want to be around a whole lot of people. But yeah, so check out Game Masters. I'll put a link in the below description for the actual location. That way you can get the address and you can get more particulars. But for you Pittsburgh people out there that didn't know, Phil did move from Babcock Boulevard to Westview. So check out his new location. He did not know when the actual launch would be. Today was the soft launch. He's still trying to work out when the actual official launch would be, what with 4th of July coming up and all. But all in all, it was a very positive experience, and I suggest you guys go check it out. If you guys haven't already, subscribe to me on Twitch and YouTube. That way you can stay up to date with any new content I happen to publish. This is Vince. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.